Melanie. It will come alive. She wanted one ice cream. Hello, everyone. Welcome to my channel. This is so crazy to say. My name is Melanie, and this is my first YouTube video ever. Well, that's such a lie. This is my first YouTube video as a content creator. I am going to be sharing my 3-day weekend with you, and we are going to go on a bit of an adventure. I'm going to take you through it. I am an aspiring actress living here in Vancouver, and I'm just vlogging my life, honestly. I go to the same places all the time. I go to the gym, I go to the dance studio, and I hang out with my friends. And in the summer, I'm beaching, and then the rest of the year, I'm traveling when I can. So I do have some vlogs that I have been editing from Italy, from LA, and I'll upload those soon. Some Christmas things, some Easter things, some family time. So that is going to be most of my content creation for now and my life, because I like to talk a lot and I like to share, and we're just putting it in this form. So if you enjoy my content and you want to support me, please give me a follow or a subscribe and say hi, introduce yourself. So without further ado, let's go on my 3-day weekend. I really needed this to reconnect. You know, I wasn't cut out for that 9 to 5, 5 days a week type of job. Like, my body was just not created for that, and my soul. So every once in a while, we need to break it up when we can. So this is the weekend for that. And my focus is to have fun, be present, and lead with love. So let's go. I am very hungry, so let's make some lunch. So for the last, I would say since April, was when I started taking care of my gut health again. And I can make a whole other video on gut health for you ladies. But lunch is all of my meals, all 3 meals a day are very much gut healthy, and I try to make that a habit of meal prepping. I have to meal prep every second or third day, which is a lot of work, but my gut is so much happier, and so it's so much more worth it. And I think I've just gotten used to convenience and eating what's quick, and it's just not good for you. So I am going to show you what I'm going to eat today. It's going to seem huge, but it's really not. We have some ground beef that I prep, some really nice brown rice, some cabbage, and I hope to finish this today, and some daikon that I cooked in a stock, and I'm also gonna make some miso soup, and we're gonna put this in here. It's gonna be delicious. And I'm also gonna put natto over my rice. If you've never had natto before, it is a comfort food of mine. I'm addicted to it. It's beans. It's fermented beans, and it's definitely an acquired taste. To most people, it smells terrible, but for me, I love it. So let's start preparing. Okay, so this looks like a lot of food, which it kind of is, not really. But we have my daikon miso soup, and we have I put everything together because it's all going in one place, but it kind of looks like a mess. But I'm probably gonna eat the natto and rice first, and then I'm gonna mix this together and eat that together. But that's ground beef with just some like garlic powder and salt, and then cabbage cooked down with salt and garlic, and that's that. A very gut-friendly meal. So I've actually decided, instead of going to the gym or taking a dance class, I needed to connect with nature today. So while I'm on this nature walk, I'm going to use this as an opportunity to speak about 5 things that I'm grateful for. Number 1, I'm so grateful for my body and how everything's healthy. I do have a little bit of a cough right now that I'm trying to get rid of, but other than that, I am healthy, I am able, and I am powerful beyond measure. 2, I am so grateful for my community. I'm so grateful for my parents, my siblings, my friends, and the people who check up on me and, invite me to do things and just connect with me often. 3, I am so grateful for dance. I have been dancing and taking classes lately. I mean, I do always, but obviously some weeks more than others. I'm gonna pause now. There was about 4 people and 2 dogs who passed me, and I'm like, they don't need to listen to the things I'm grateful for. So 3, just the ability to have a safe space for me to open up, for me to try new things, new ways of moving, new ways of seeing things, listening to music how others listen to music. Like, what a luxury. Number 4, I am so grateful for my apartment and just having a safe space to come back to decompress every single night and to safely sleep with all of my belongings and my cats, who I love so much. And number 5, I am blessed to have the belief in myself and to continue to fail and get up and grow and still go for it. I hope that I don't lose that ever. And I'm gonna continue my gratitude walk. We are back from my walk in nature. It was very much needed, and it also elapsed about 13,000 steps. Yay! We're trying to get those in. We've had a snack, and now I got some news. I actually got an audition from my agent, and I thought this would be a really good opportunity for me to share just the daily experiences of an aspiring actress. That's Zara scratching at her tree. I had asked this week, I had prayed and I asked God to give me support in this particular show that I very much want to be cast in. And how it started was I auditioned for one of the leads, not the two main leads, but the other supporting leads. And it went really well. I was very excited about it. I had a dialect coach, and, just coaching in general. And it was a great audition. They asked me to come back for another supporting lead role. And I never heard back. And that happened on the last week of April, first week of May. The last audition was on May 2nd. And I was just getting very excited because it's a role that requires quite a bit of dialect work because of where they're from, and just the background of the characters are so, it's not something that I have experienced in my life before. So playing those roles was really exciting. They were so dynamic. The characters were so dynamic, and I was so excited to play it, and I was just praying. I was trying to be good too, because I didn't want to put any bad juju on it by asking and following up too much about it. Usually you audition and you never hear back unless you book it, or if you get called back. And lo and behold, just now my agent texts me and says, you have an audition for the show. It's a way smaller role. And my heart just, because I knew that meant that I didn't book the other roles, and they had already cast those roles and had moved on to, filling out the smaller roles for the next episodes. And this is for episode 2. And we're already at page 214. So I'm just it's just disappointing is all. I am going to get over it quickly because, this is not the first time I've gone through it, and it won't be the last. But it's just hard when you try really hard and, you try really hard and you get a no again. But everyone has to have their failures, and I don't consider this a failure. I know that this is actually a really good thing, that they've kept me in mind this whole time, and they're trying to find a role for me somewhere that I'm a great fit for. But yeah, it's just, that's just how I'm feeling in the raw moment right now. So I just printed my sides. This role is actually very fun. It's very fun. So I'm excited to put this together, and I can't wait to hear what, I see how they connect to it. But yeah, so let's start preparing for this other role. Okay, now that I've had 5 minutes to mourn the loss of the other roles, we're back on it. We stand on business. And something that David Guillaume said in the podcast that I was listening to today, I swear, I don't know if it's because I'm in my luteal phase and I commonly have these downloads during this phase, but I'm shaking with energy right now. Well, he said something along the lines of God has a plan so great for you that you probably can't even imagine. And learning not to hold on to this idea. The future hasn't even happened, and it's going to happen in ways regardless of what you do. You can only support your dream. And so I try to think that there was always something so great for me out there. And there's something so great that I can't even imagine, that my tiny little brain can't compute yet. So I need to stay open, and I need to stay humble, and I need to work hard, and I will have my greatness. I'll show you I'll give you a glimpse of what it's like for me to memorize lines, and particularly for this audition, it requires another aspect, which is dance. So we'll, in a very mild way, okay? This is not a whole choreography bit, but kind of. So, come on. So, the first thing I do is always print my lines and start memorizing ASAP. I just need to start memorizing. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm also here to say this for myself, that rejection is redirection. I am very blessed that this is what I get to do in preparation for my career. Hit, hands, heart. Okay, amazing. That literally took 7 minutes to prepare. That's crazy. Okay, I fully left home just to get 2 ingredients, ginger and green onion, because it would be diabolical for me to eat my dish tonight without anything. So yeah, here we are. Okay, so this is a very real and lazy girl dinner. This is somen, and these are just ice cubes to keep it cold. This is a soup stock called mensuyu, and then the topping is green onion and ginger. You can put so much more. You can put chicken, mushrooms, all that stuff. I'm not even that hungry. I just want a meal, so this is what girl dinner looks like tonight. All right, girl breakfast. We have some sauteed like button mushroom and portobello, 1 egg because that's all I had left, some cottage cheese, and a dollop of honey.
In less than 10, your hands are going to be coming in front of you. One more time, you're going to slowly roll all the way. Check in with your pelvis. Make sure that it is neutral here so you don't have a big rock and roll to come up. You're going to be facing up for 3, for 2, and 1. But you're all the way up on 1. Right hand's tight on your mat. Left foot is down. Right foot is on your slider. Rest right through. You're only here for 5, for 4. Yeah.
Okay, good morning. We already had some breakfast. We went for a nice Pilates class. Ladies, ever since I started my weekly, like bi-weekly, tri-weekly Pilates class schedule in 2024, beginning of 2024, so last year. It's just changed my life. And I think I like it more because I just really enjoy the workout because it is in ways similar to dancing because of the positioning, your body's in like low impact type of exercises. It just feels really good. So I definitely died. Pilates is so humbling. And then I went for little walkies and now I've gotten ready to have a beach day. This is what I'm wearing. I'm wearing my bathing suit underneath, and this is a very long maxi dress with a cool back. I'm just in a good mood, you guys. And let's go to the beach. All right. Let's look at the scenery. It's literally incredible. Days like these are what makes me love BC so much. So we'll revel in the joy. Hey guys, we are back. And I disappeared yesterday after the beach because I was so sunburnt. It healed a lot in my sleep last night, but my nose is super red. My shoulders are red. You can't really see as much. I guess it's my version of sunburnt. So I had dinner and I passed out after. The beach was absolutely stunning and I'm so glad that I went. And we are back to going to the beach again. And going to enjoy the sun and get a tan and just rejuvenate the battery, recharge the battery. Let's go. All right, so before we even get to the beach, we need to be stocked up with fruits and good juices. So we are going over to Kin's Market to get some fruit. Come along. So I ended up choosing a bag of cherries. Out of all this fresh produce, chose a bag of cherries, and now we're heading to the beach. Okay, so last night I was in a very poopy mood. I was just in one of those moods. And this morning I was also a little bit sad, probably because my period is coming soon, who knows. But I just went to the store, and one of the people that worked there was saying that I was one of, I get awkward when there's other people around, that I was one of the most beautiful people they've ever seen in their life. And I was like, aw, thank you. I needed to hear that today. So you never know who your compliment is going to help that day. So compliment people. I'm gonna compliment 5 people today.
I was gonna say, you guys have been at this for a while.
Dude, and she won in one get. She literally got the wild discovery card that says peek at a verdict.
Beach day is done, and I am now moving on to watching a showcase at one of the studios that I take classes from, acting classes from. I'm really excited to see what they've been working on this semester. But I went to rain or shine, and the line was way too long. I wasn't gonna get out, so I still went to Circle K and got an ice cream. I'm a sucker for ice cream. Even though this isn't like fresh or anything, it's still gonna do the job. Let's head over. It's still a gorgeous day. Morning we had Fuse, and now we are headed over to the lake. So come on with me, this is my fit, and Heading over to Alta Lake, which is by Whistler. Come on. Alright, this one is the New York cheesecake. Cheesecake ice cream, Oreo cookie swirl, and chocolate swirl. Oh my gosh. So that was my crazy weekend. Well, it wasn't crazy at all. There was no craziness. It was just full of love. Thanks so much for watching. I am so excited to start this journey, this YouTube journey, and I'm really happy you're here. So lots of love. Bye.